Hey gamers, welcome back. So today we will complete the companion quest with Wynne. This video will walk you through the steps on how to get the quest. Initially, your hero should speak with Wynne about her past until she becomes more accepting of him or her. Second, during a world map encounter or ambush, Wynne will collapse at the end of the battle. Your party heads back to the party camp and your hero talks to her. In the next step, your hero will converse with Wynne until he has the opportunity to inquire about her past regrets. And so let's do that now with my hero, NGO. I think we may need to initiate about 5 dialogues to get to that option. Listening to Wynne can also teach us some valuable moral lessons. Okay, so let's now talk to Wynne.
So, tell me, how did you become a Grey Warden?
Arl Howe massacred my family. Duncan helped me escape.
Arl Rendon Howe? The Earl of Amaranthine? Why would he do such a thing to you?
I am the son of Bryce Cousland, Tern of High Ever.
You are the last of the Couslands? I had no idea. My lord?
Don't, I'm just a Grey Warden now.
Yes, I suppose so. You can no longer have a title, can you? But that does not mean you must forget utterly where you came from. Take heart, dear friend. You survived, even when you were not expected to. We do not know yet what lies in store for you, or the name you carry. It is not so bad, is it, being a Grey Warden?
I will do my duty, but I won't forget what Howe did.
Sometimes it gives me comfort to think that everything will end up the way it's supposed to. That it will be all right. You were chosen. You survived the joining when others did not. Perhaps it was meant to be.
Okay, that's the first dialogue. So Wynne approves +2. Let's continue.
I must ask, what does being a Grey Warden mean to you?
I suppose it's about killing as many Darkspawn as possible.
There's that, of course. But there's more to being a Grey Warden than killing Darkspawn and saving the world from the Blight. Ultimately, being a Grey Warden is about serving others. About serving all people, whether elves or dwarves or men.
You mean to say I serve as a protector?
As a Grey Warden, you are a guardian of men, and you guard them because their continued existence is more important than you are. Thus it is you who serves, not they.
I will keep that in mind.
A good king, a true king who cares for his land, uses his power to rule firmly but fairly. He serves his people first and foremost. The king who does not do this, who believes that he is entitled to his power, who abuses it and uses it for his own means, is a tyrant.
So in a way, having power confines you.
If you live apart from others and your actions affect only you, then you may do as you wish. But if you have power, influence, and strength, your every action will be as a drop of water in a clear, still pond. The drop causes ripples, and ripples spread. Think of how far they will go, how wide they will become, how will they affect the pond. But I've lectured enough for today. I should stop before I wear out my welcome.
Okay, so here's third dialogue.
What's on your mind?
Why did the spirit choose to help you?
I have always had an affinity for the spirits of the Fade. As a child, I never feared my dreams because I knew they were there.
What about demons?
I could sense the demons, too, and their presence frightened me. It was the kindly spirits of the Fade that took the fear from me. I've always been able to feel the spirits, even if I never saw them. And as I nurtured my talent in the circle, I became more sensitive. I began to notice every time I was in the Fade, whether it was in a dream or in magical practice, that I was being watched.
Do spirits watch people like that?
I suppose they must. It is these benevolent spirits that create our dream worlds in the Fade. Sometimes I would see it, a glowing, nebulous form. Most times I would just feel its presence, gentle and comforting, but somehow alien. I think it is a spirit of faith. They have never been seen before, and perhaps I am wrong. But something tells me I'm not. It always felt like the same entity. This one spirit was curious about me, and was guarding me, for want of a better word.
You mean it protected you?
There were times when I was in the Fade that it seemed to stretch forth to shield me, keeping me safe. And I think it gave me strength in my most terrible battles, Ostagar being one of them.
So this spirit of fate is your personal protector?
I don't know why I was chosen. Perhaps it knew that there was something more that lay in store for me. I like to think that I was given a rare chance, and I'm going to make the best of the time so generously given to me.
I'm glad you think traveling with me is worthy of your time.
I will not lie motionless in a bed with coverlets up to my chin, waiting for death to claim me. That is not the death for me. And so I will fight alongside the Grey Warden and help prepare him for the task that is yet before him. So you had better listen to me, because I swear, if I should fall before the end and you don't seem to be doing things properly, I'll get up again to give you a good finger-wagging.
I'll hold you to that promise.
You know, I think you'll be all right, even without my help.
Okay, fourth dialogue.
What's on your mind?
Is there something we can do to cure you?
Cure me? What, am I sick now?
In a sense,
Even you know that you cannot cure the dead. And I'm not the only one dying. You are too. I'm just more efficient about it. Ah, child, your concern is heartwarming. But death comes to everyone, and it is not something to fear.
I don't fear death. It's the dying that scares me.
People fear not death, but having life taken from them. Many waste the life given to them, occupying themselves with things that do not matter. When the end comes, they say they did not have time enough to spend with loved ones, to fulfill dreams, to go on adventures they only talked about. But why should you fear death if you are happy with the life you have led? If you can look back on everything and say, yes, I am content. It is enough.
Are you content?
I think I've led a good life, a full life, and I, for one, am not afraid of death, whatever it may bring. They say that when you die, your spirit travels through the Fade and returns to the Maker. And after that, we'll see, won't we?
Okay, that's the fourth dialogue. So, now,
What's on your mind?
there it is. Do you have any regrets at all?
I try not to dwell too much on the mistakes of my past, of which there are many. I would go quite mad if I did that. But I do have one regret. The greatest misstep of my life, made even more grave because it had dire consequences for someone else.
What did you do?
Years ago, I was assigned as mentor to a lad, Aneirin. He was my first apprentice. Aneirin was an elf, raised in one of the elven alienages, and he was very mistrustful of humans, especially humans in authority.
But the mages treat the elves and humans alike.
All he knew of the humans was what he had seen in the alienage. He was very wary of us. What Aneirin needed was time. Time to get used to his new home. Time to emerge from his shell, so we could build a rapport. I gave him no such time. I was young and arrogant. He is a mage, I thought. He needs to grow up and act like one. I expected too much from him too quickly. I gave no consideration to his origin or his feelings, and he retreated further from me. All I could think of was how stubborn he was, how he was throwing away all his talent and his potential just to be difficult.
Was he talented?
Oh, very much so. Sometimes I would catch him practicing on his own, but if I asked him to show me what he could do, he would freeze up or fumble terribly. You cannot plant crops in the cold, wintry ground. You cannot teach a student who is closed off and unresponsive. Patience is what is needed, and I learned that too late to help him.
What happened to Aneirin?
Aneirin ran away from the circle one night. I had berated him over some trivial, ridiculous matter that I no longer remember. I drove him away because of something utterly unimportant. He was a child, 14 at the time of his leaving. They had his phylactery, and they hunted him down.
Why didn't they just bring him back to the tower?
They called him Maleficar, a mage who practices forbidden magic, deserving of death. He was a child, misunderstood and lost. I begged the Templars to tell me if he suffered, if they gave him a quick death. I got no answers from them. I was his mentor, and they wouldn't even tell me what became of him.
It's not your fault, Wynne.
I should have known better. I had the best mentors. They were kind, compassionate. Why didn't I learn from them? I failed Aneirin. All I had to do was listen to him. He would try to talk to me, and I would tell him to concentrate on his spells. He talked about the alienage sometimes, and the Dalish. He always talked about looking for the Dalish elves.
Maybe he did find the Dalish.
The Templars are well trained and thorough. That he still lives, it would be a vain hope. The apprentices that came after Aneirin benefited greatly from the lessons I learned from him. In a sense, he was my teacher, and I his student.
See, there is a bright side.
And there it is. My story, my one greatest regret.
Okay. So, quest updated. Wynne's regret. Help Wynne find closure. Wynne spoke to you about the first pupil she took under her wing, an elf named Aneirin. She was quite harsh on him and drove him away from the circle. Aneirin spoke often of the Dalish elves and dreamed of finding them. However, Wynne believes that he never managed to find them and that he was hunted down and killed by the Templars. Okay, so now let's try to find out if Aneirin still lives. So the only way to look for him is in the Brecilian forest or with the Dalish elves. So let's go there now. I think we need to choose we need to change party first. Let's take let's try to take Sebran. Sebran is not doing anything, so
Yes.
take Sebran, Wynne,
Yes.
and Liliana.
Indeed.
Okay, so let's go to Brecilian outskirts. There you go. Okay, let's level up Sebran. What's the current weapon of Sebran? Let's check. Duncan's Red Steel, 25 strength. Strength is 25. Okay. King of Ring of Selection. What's this? Dust Ring. We give him Dust Ring. That's -1 strength. Let's check. 24. Okay. Level up. The reason I'm giving the Dust Ring because it gives you +3 cunning but -1 strength. So all we need to do is put 2 strength there and 1 cunning, and we will go with dexterity, cunning, and constitution. Okay, so next let's have improve survival and Feast of the Fallen. The assassin thrives on the moment of death. Stamina is partially restored whenever the assassin fells an opponent with a backstab. Okay, and this one requires dexterity. I think we need to get this already. So let's adjust the dexterity. 34. Let's subtract cunning and constitution and get 36 dexterity. Okay, and let's do that again, and dual weapon mastery. Play. So now he can also use full length swords on both hands. So maybe we can put this one, long sword, red steel. There you go. Okay. Okay, so now let's
You remind me of Lady Cecily.
Who?
She was an Orlesian lady. My mother served her until she died, and Lady Cecily let me stay instead of turning me out on the street. You are like her in some ways. You have the same poise, the same air of nobility.
Oh, child, I am hardly noble.
I learned that nobility isn't just something you are born with. I have met nobles who are very petty and mean, complete degenerates. Then, there are people with a certain dignity and grace. It draws you to them, no matter who you are or who they are. I think the lowest peasant can have the most noble spirit, and it will always shine through. It is this nobility of spirit that you share with Cecily.
Why, thank you, Liliana. It is very kind of you to say that.
okay. I realize we have three rogues in the party. Okay, so what we are looking for here is there is a storyteller here. There, his name is Sarel. So let's talk to him first.
You did it, outsider. You saved us from the ravages of the curse after all.
May the creators bless you, truly.
But Zathrian is lost to us, after all these centuries. He died heroically, I hope.
Yes, I believe he did.
I would like a happy ending to his tale. He will be a role model for many Dalish children to come. Now, Keeper Lanaya prepares for us to enter into war alongside the humans. I never thought I'd live to see the day. I, for one, look forward to fighting against these darkspawn creatures. Do you now? Let's hope you return and tell us all about them. As for you, outsider, I expect I'll be telling tales about the Grey Warden one day, hmm?
Okay. Let's talk to him again about Aneirin.
Aneirin Atishan, Grey Warden. Join us at the fire if you like, but haven't you got a war to get to?
Have you ever heard of an elf named Aneirin?
I appreciate you trying to find him, but what are the chances?
Aneirin the healer?
You know Aneirin?
He lives? No, it can't be him. Perhaps it is a common elven name.
No, I know of only one Aneirin.
Ah, it makes sense. Aneirin said that he was from the human cities. You are old friends, then?
If it is the same Aneirin, then yes, Wynne knows him.
If you seek Aneirin, you must venture into the forest. He prefers to be amidst the trees and the animals.
Thank you all so much.
I should go.
Dareth Shirol.
Okay, so quest updated. The Dalish elves mentioned a wise healer living out in the Brecilian forest named Aneirin. Could it be the same Aneirin that Wynne mentioned? Perhaps you should arrange for a reunion between the two. Okay, that's what we need to do. So let's now go to here, Brecilian ruins. And an ambush.
What?
Okay, werewolves. We have werewolves. Hold.
Manner of beast is this?
What's this? Forest clearing. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's attack now. There's a werewolf alpha. This one overwhelms. Okay. Sweep solve. I think Sebran will also need sweep solve. Go and group heal. I love this game. There and leap of paralysis. Let's go. Okay.
I shall do it. As you say.
So we have death roots there. Okay, let's get that. And the other one here.
It is begun. Very well.
Okay. And there are dark spawn also. Okay.
Sometimes silence. There is no glory in bloodshed. Shall we compete for points?
This one.
I shall do it. Here. We must fight. Let us do it quickly. Shall we? Not so fast.
There you go. I think Aneirin would be here, somewhere here near the Mud Hermit. Okay, let's go there now. Okay. Oh, there he is. Okay.
Friends, turn back, please.
These woods are a danger to those who do not know the paths.
Aneirin?
Wait, I remember your face. But younger, more impulsive, stern. Wynne?
I thought they had killed you.
They very nearly did. The Templars found me while I was searching for the Dalish. They ran me through and left me for dead.
I brought this on you. Oh, I was a dreadful mentor, harsh and impatient. I am sorry for the way I treated you.
I've put that behind me, and you should too. I didn't fit in with the Templars in your chantry. My path lay elsewhere.
Irving is a reasonable man. He will find some way for you to return. The Circle needs new blood. It needs to change.
I have fond memories of Irving. He was always kind to me. I will consider your proposal, and perhaps I will speak with Irving. However, I promise nothing. Now, it is getting late and you have much to do. You should be on your way.
I am pleased to have made your acquaintance, Aneirin.
Likewise. My years in the Circle were not a complete waste. I learned more than I let on. You did teach me, Wynne, even if you didn't know it. Look at this. It's the hardened sap of a tree native to this forest. It's been something of a lucky charm for me, and now I want you to have it.
Very well. I'm grateful. May your gods smile on you, Aneirin.
And on you.
Okay. Quest completed. Aneirin has long since forgiven Wynne for her harsh treatment of him. Wynne and Aneirin talk, and she seems finally at peace. Okay, so we now completed how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we completed the 6 companion quests. I think the only remaining companion quest that we did not complete is with Sebran, I think. Sebran. Okay, so Wynne approves +4. He's now +73 approval rating. And we got an item, Aneirin's token. Okay. +10 plus. I think we can give this to Sten. Okay, so that completes the quest. So we will now go here. Okay, we can end this video here and we'll continue on the next game. Next video. We'll continue the game on the next video. So let me just save it. Save again. So we are currently here at the East Brecilian Forest. Save that. Okay, thank you for watching and goodbye for now.
To